Hello guys, I'm hoping you all can hear me a bit better this time. The sound's kind of playing up a lot. Basically what I was just wanting to chat about today is basically my dog been ill and things like that, and basically just chat away about life in general. Obviously it's been a bit of a hard week. My dog was really ill last night and I had to take him to the vet and things like that, and he's now in antibiotics and things, so I'm hoping he's going to really recover quickly and get a bit better. It's been a real worry. Like I say, he's on a big course of antibiotics at the moment. His foot and things were really bad. I'll try and guest you on, Monica, now, and hopefully this will work a wee bit better this time. Hi there.
Hi, you sound like 1,000 times better. It was like I was only getting every other syllable.
Yeah, you know what it was? I had to go into my settings and rearrange all my sounds and recording settings because they were all unbalanced. One was at 60%, one was at 40%, and they were all over the place.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. So, your dog's feeling better?
Oh yeah, well, he was really bad. He was absolutely howling in pain. Actually, what happened, to put you in the picture exactly, I took him out a walk yesterday morning, as I always do, take him out his walk first thing in the morning. I brought him back and he was fine when he was out walking. I got him back to the house and he started absolutely howling in pain. And I looked at him and I says, "What's wrong, Fudge?" And I happened to look at his side of his paw and it was absolutely out like a balloon. His actual claw was actually curled right into his foot, and it was actually straight into his paw, and it was actually all inflamed. So it turns out he's got a bad infection, and they've put him on these new antibiotics, as you can see here.
Oh my goodness, that's so scary.
So he's on this. What's it called? It's mycin, or it's called, that they've got him on.
Wow, that is so scary.
He's on one of these a day. So, I mean, look at the size of them. They're hell of a big tablets.
Oh my goodness.
They said it's a really bad infection he's got. So I was absolutely worried sick. Like I said, it cost a lot of money to get him fixed, but I would go without food. I would go without food just to make sure he's fine.
Yeah, wow. Fur babies are, well, look, mine's behind me.
Oh, here he's here. Come on, Fudge. Come on up and say hello, pal. Come on. Here he is, here.
Oh, hello, cutie.
You're getting better, aren't you, big man, eh? He's off his food and things like that as well, because he's basically just not been obviously feeling well because of the infection and things, which hasn't kind of helped either.
Oh, poor guy.
But he
looks happy though.
Yeah, he's fine. Otherwise, he can run about and things like that. It's not stopping him. He's running about. You take him down the park and he's absolutely running about like anything. So it's not stopping him being active and things. But he is in a lot of pain.
Oh man, that's
Jenny's saying there, how does he swallow the tablets? Well, the vet actually told us a wee trick what to do. We get a wee bit of cheese or a bit of meat, and we roll it up into the cheese or the meat, and we feed the tablet that way, because he won't take them obviously because of the size of them, but if you hide it in some food, he's getting them down that way.
When I have a suggestion, when we were going through the adoption stuff, like, one of the main things we had to do was we had to make sure that all our animals were like up to date with vaccinations and everything. And, like, we never really take our cats to the vet because they're always really healthy. They're indoor cats.
Yeah.
You know, there's just no reason. Anyway, so we had to take them in and they had to get their vaccinations. And the vet, he got like long, not pliers, but like a clamp of some kind.
Long tweezers.
Yeah, long tweezers. Long tweezers is what my husband's saying. Anyway, so long tweezers, put the pill on that, opened their mouth, and then shoved it to the back of their mouth.
That's great.
And he did it like, bam.
That's brilliant. We'll definitely try that.
Yeah, yeah, it was really, I was like, whoa, man, I wish I had known that all these years giving Maddie, her heartworm medicine every month. And I was just like, wow.
But I got to admit, I was really, really worried because we actually thought that when we were speaking to the vet that he might have to get an amputation in his leg because the actual foot was. I'm putting up a video tomorrow actually showing you what the foot looks like. It's in some messes. It's actually the side of the pad's actually hanging off, so I don't understand it.
Oh, poor guy.
But he said basically he will get better with obviously the antibiotics, but to be honest, I think they're kind of underplaying it because it looks a lot worse than what they're saying, but you've got to go with what the vet says.
Did they explain like how it happened? Like how?
Basically, like I told you, he gets his claws every 3 to 4 weeks. There's a woman comes to her house. She's got a mobile dog grooming van. She comes and clips all her dog's claws and does all their grooming and their hair and things. What's basically happened is he says that because it's the dew claw, which is the very side, the side claw on the dogs, that can actually grow at a rapid rate on some dogs. And it's just, you can imagine, just because of an overgrown toenail that can happen with us, it's the very same thing that happens with them. Some dogs can get that. And that's basically what's happened. It's just been 3 to 4 weeks. It's just got a hell of a rate, and it's grew into his pad and caused an infection.
Oh no, that's horrible. Those are really painful. I used to get them all the time in my right big toe. I ended up having to get the toenail removed.
Well, it's actually his back right leg. That's the one that's affecting him.
Oh my goodness, that's. What?
I mean, even just now when I'm speaking to you, he's sitting in the basket here and he's licking away at it, and it's still bleeding.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about that because they'll actually lick away until they start to bleed. They'll rub. Yeah, be careful about that.
I said that to the vet last night because when the vet was done, he actually pulled the claw out that was actually stuck into his paw. The blood splattered absolutely everywhere and he was bleeding like anything. And the vet goes like, "Oh, don't worry." He says, "It's just blood. Let him lick it." He says, "He'll lick it up." No, all he did was put in a wet sponge over his claw to obviously stop the blood. But it's still bleeding yet after another night. And he told me that, I says to him, with him having this infection, is it in an open wound, is it going to be okay for me to take him walks? I says, because I don't think that's safe. Oh yes, make sure he gets exercise, he's got to get out walking. But to be honest, I'm worried that he gets dirt and things in it and it gets worse.
Yeah, that's scary. I would not want to do that. That's... My husband's saying to clean it with water and put some peroxide on it. That's
what me and my wife's been doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica's saying there, can you bandage it? I tried bandaging it, but he just bites off the bandage. It's just not.
Yeah, and when you bandage a dog or an open wound like that, like anything that's in there causes the infection to get worse.
Yeah, that's the way I thought about it. Is it's better letting it in the kind of open air kind of thing.
Yeah. Like you can see this. I don't know, in my lip right here.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
This tooth went in through it right here and out right here. And by the time I got to the doctor, it had been more than 2 hours or something after it happened. So they couldn't even stitch it up because they said I'd get worse infection. I'd made me back.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was always wrap everything up, bandage it. And when they told me that, I was like, I don't bandage things this long anymore. So I worry about that.
It's like Jenny's saying there, I would worry about him walking for the pain on it. That's exactly what was worrying me.
Did he give you anything for the pain?
It's just basically these antibiotics. Like I said, that's basically all he's got just now, and he basically just said to let it kind of take its own course. So he's on these it's 300 milligrams tablet. He's on one a day for 5 days, and then basically assess it from there.
Wow. I can't believe they didn't give you anything for his
No.
pain. Yeah. That's insane.
It's like I told him, he's definitely in pain, because even when you touch it, he's howling. I mean, so he's saying basically he's not in pain, but clearly when the dog howls, he must be in pain.
Yeah. No, like, maybe, I don't know, I'll Google around, maybe baby aspirin
That'd be great, yeah.
or something.
We do anti-inflammatories based on
Sorry, my husband's giving me suggestions, but he won't be on camera. He said you can do anti-inflammatories like ibuprofen based on weight.
Right, yes. He's 28 kilos, that's his exact weight.
Okay. Hey Siri, what is 20... Oh, silly phone. Hey Siri, what is 21 kilos in pounds?
28.
Oh. Oh, okay. He's Googling it.
That's great, thanks very much for that. Nice. Oh, hi, Try Vegan, nice to see you on here as well.
Oh. I just, like, when you messaged me and told me that was happening, I was like, oh my god.
It's just been a terrible weekend, because the night before, my dog Susie, she took another epileptic fit as well, and then obviously we had him with that as well, so it's been a bad weekend for it.
I think I'll show you my crazy cats, because they're nocturnal.
That'd be lovely, yeah.
Just waking up.
Hi Naomi, nice to see you as well. We're just basically chatting about my dog. He's basically had a bad infection in his paw and things like that, and he's on his antibiotics. So I'll have a video up that tomorrow and that, and talking about that. It's been really, really worrying.
Okay, so okay. This is Dax.
Oh, that's absolutely lovely. Is it Siamese, is it?
Yep, he's a Siamese.
Right.
And he's the oldest cat we have. He's I got him. Yeah, he's like 18, 19 years old.
Well, my cat Molly, she is 16. If you hang on a minute, I'll try and go and get her and show you on camera, because none of you guys have ever seen her.
This is Q.
Right, yeah.
She's absolutely the biggest cat in the world, I swear.
Oh, she's lovely.
She weighs like 22 pounds.
Right. Oh.
She's huge. So yeah, get your cat.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. I'll just go and get her and show you her.
Okay, that'd be great. She is, Jessica. She's just a complete hairball. She's huge.
This is Molly.
Oh my gosh, I had a cat like that.
I've never actually shown her on camera, because she doesn't like getting seen all the time. She's funny, but she's actually 14 years old. She's a rescue cat. We got her from the cat protection she was only a kitten at the point. They'd actually the litter of kittens actually had been dumped in the river in a bag with bricks in it. They were trying to kill them, and somebody actually found them, and she was one of the ones that survived.
People like that are just that just makes me so mad.
She's absolutely lovely. She's basically a kind of tortoise shell and things.
She's gorgeous, and I had a calico, and she passed away in January.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find a picture of her on my phone, but I think I actually took all those.
I'll be back in a wee second. I'll just let her go.
Okay. Oh my goodness, I have so many pictures. But Molly's absolutely gorgeous. I love calico cats. Oh my gosh.
She was getting all worked up there, because she doesn't like being in amongst the dogs.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying she's absolutely beautiful. I love calico cats like that. they're so beautiful and
Well,
so.
she was absolutely lucky because, like I told you, there was somebody walking past the river, and basically they heard a noise of basically somebody had tied all the kittens in a bag in bricks, and out of 14 kittens, she was only 3 that survived.
Oh my goodness, that's just people like that need to be drowned themselves. I swear that's.
I know it's. I've actually never told you about this. Not roughly when I was about 5 or 6 year old. The first animal I ever had was obviously my dog, but we had a lot of rabbits. I got a rabbit, and obviously one morning I went out to actually go out to feed it, and somebody had actually decapitated the rabbit, the head off, the feet off, everything. I was absolutely distraught, and it still haunts me to this day about that.
And it is so sad. Oh my goodness, people are sick.
I know it's unbelievable the kind of things that they kind of do. You know what I mean? It really, really is. Yeah, it's like Jessica says. So many people would love a kitten like that. It's cruel. Yeah, I say, yeah. You just don't know why they kind of. You don't know what kicks they get out of doing things like that. Really.
That's just so sad.
I was going to show you. I'm reading 2 new books. I don't know if you've read these. The Foxcatcher.
What's it about?
It's about. He was a famous wrestling school. He's one of the kind of. He was one of the richest men in America. It's basically. I don't know. I'll show you exactly what it's all about. It's about this guy Dave Schultz. It's a Foxcatcher Estate, Pennsylvania, 1996. Dave Schultz, Olympic gold medalist in wrestling, Golden Boy, is shot in the back by millionaire John DuPont. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They used to run most of America. They were billionaires. It's supposed to end that way. DuPont, who had lured him to his ranch, American top wrestlers, the brothers Mark and Dave Schultz, with the dream of building a world-class team, but as he grew paranoid and controlling, the brothers were trapped. Basically, that's what it's all about. It's about, if you look it up, it's Foxcatcher. It's a really, really great book.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Basically, the DuPont family used to actually run most of America at one point. They were multi-billionaires. And I've got this one as well, which I've been reading as well. Mike Tyson's Undisputed Truth. It's about Mike Tyson. Quite disturbing, actually, the kind of things he does in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's strange. He's I don't know.
Definitely.
I lean more toward like young adult supernatural books like that. Like, I don't know, things with, I don't know. Just I like the dystopians and okay, sorry, my husband wanted me to show you. This was Troy.
Oh, that's very, very similar, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I lean toward the sci-fi fantasy stuff. Like,
I'm the same, yeah.
I don't read a lot of biographical or even some historical, but yeah.
I was actually watching Venus Flytraps. Younow stream earlier on. He was talking about ghosts and things, and it got me thinking a bit in here. There is a lot goes on in this house. Like I was telling Jessica last week, I heard this noise in the house, and we heard like walking up and down the stairs. And my wife seen, we've got a glass door in the living room, and we saw somebody passing the glass door. And we come out, and Laura says, "Is there somebody in this house?" I says, "Of course there's not." So we come up the stairs, and somebody come walking out the toilet and into my room. And we come into my room, and it totally disappeared.
Oh my goodness, that is so creepy. Oh my gosh.
And another thing as well, when my wife's gran died roughly a few years ago, and I heard like it was like a wind in this room, and I thought there was a window open. I heard it was like as if there was cold air in the room, and I heard this voice, "Tommy, is Laura there?" And I thought, am I hearing things? And I come down the stairs and I says to Laura, "Is there a window open?" I says, "There's a cold air in this room," and somebody said your voice. So we didn't know what happened, basically. So at 9 o'clock in the morning, the phone rang, and it was Laura's auntie. And at this time when I heard this voice, it was 12:10 at night. And Laura's auntie was on the phone at 9 o'clock in the morning. She says, Laura, I've got bad news for you. Your gran passed last night. And the funny thing was, the actual time that she said that was she passed was 12:10. And this was the time I heard this voice asking for Laura. How strange was that?
Oh my goodness. That is so crazy. That is so, wow. You should definitely do a video on your paranormal experiences.
Oh, I've had a lot of things. All my life I seem to have been attracted to these things, and even I've had psychic people come up to me that don't know me out the blue, and one touched me on the shoulder in this cafe, and she says to me, I've got this person standing beside you, her name is Sheila, she says she's your mum and she's looking over you, and she told me all about the things about me falling asleep in the hospital and regretting not getting a chance to say goodbye to my mum. And this is exactly true, and this person never knew me out for Adam or Eve, and it just shows you that my mum's here.
Wow, that's really amazing. That's just so cool. I have a friend that's wanting me to go to a psychic here. I don't know. She wants me to go see a psychic because she thinks that a psychic can help me get pregnant. I'm like,
Well, I know some people who believe in that kind of thing, that basically that they can give you like healing properties and kind of tap into like hypnotherapy and things like that. I think it's got its place in some ways, but
yeah. Well, I don't know. Do you go to an acupuncturist any?
I've never tried acupuncture. I've heard it's really, really good for obviously helping like illnesses and things like that. I think it would be something I would really look into.
Oh my god, it's so awesome. My cousin is an acupuncturist, actually. So I've had a lot of acupuncture treatments. And I've been thinking I need to get back into doing that like once a month because it just
Jessica's asking here, she says maybe you could try an energy healer to help you relax.
Yeah, maybe. I've been pretty low-key relaxed lately. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. I'm kind of like...
Naomi's also asking, do you suffer from PCOS, which is obviously polycystic ovarian syndrome?
Yeah. I thought it might have been that because, like this time last year, an unmedicated cycle, would last like 60 to 90 days. So I'd go that long without a period. But, now I'm having 23-day cycles. Now I'm ovulating on my own. So, and like all my tests, nothing indicated PCOS, which was frustrating because like I wanted an answer so I could have a treatment.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, I can relate to all that, like I told you, because my wife had been misdiagnosed as polycystic ovarian syndrome, and she was getting like cycles that were lasting 6 and 7 weeks, and then sometimes she would be going months and months and months without, and then she suffered the 4 miscarriages, and then it turned out to be ovarian cancer, and it was just one thing after another.
Well, I was actually thinking of doing a video on why I think my period was gone for so long. Because
that'd be amazing. It would help a lot of people.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but like I mean, a lot of it has to do with the birth control that I had been taking before, and I don't want people to think that I'm giving an actual doctor's opinion or anything. You know, so I'm trying to figure out.
No, I can understand, but obviously, if you even just speaking about your experiences, basically, you're not giving medical advice. You're just basically sharing your experiences, and maybe some people can relate to that and take something away from it. So,
yeah. Like my husband pointed out that because I think that the birth control the Depo shot that I was taking for 10 years, was really, really what screwed me up. And even, 2 years off of it, I was having trouble. But, like, I don't want to dissuade anyone from any sort of birth control because, like, by all means, don't have any kids you don't want. But he also said that there may be someone who's in their early 20s, like I was when I started
Yeah,
Depo, and they may want kids someday, and you may warn them against doing
that's it.
something that's going to
Totally
put you.
agree. As Jenny says there, she says she's got polycystic ovarian syndrome, and that's one of the reasons she went vegan.
Yeah, that I was actually looking into. I don't think I can go vegan. I just don't think I can do it.
No, like I say, you do what you can do within your reasons for health, and that's we can all only do what we can. That's what I say, and I hate this militant thing that people say. Oh, if you want to get healthy, you want to do this, you want to do that, go vegan. But it doesn't cure every disease, and that's just rubbish. You know what I mean? But
Well,
it
actually,
does help. It does help a lot of people. Yeah, I say I really thoroughly agree with that. But we can all only do what we can.
yeah, we actually are trying to go on a low-fat diet, like, but I'm having such a hard time. My husband's, I don't know, he's different than me. He can eat a salad and feel full. I eat a salad and I'm like, okay, where's the next course? I'm like, I need more than that. I don't
Yeah.
know. Salad has never really made me feel full, but some vegetables do. I'm thinking about doing things with squash. I don't know if you have any good recipes that don't have broccoli or cauliflower. Send them to me.
I'll even look into things as well and try and kind of give you the kind of some of the recipes that my wife gave with the hospital and things. Obviously for her fertility issues a way back, I'll try and look them up and try and see if any of them would be any relatable to you as well. So
Yeah, I've been on Pinterest. Like, I've spent many hours on Pinterest over the last week. And, like, the problem with me is I hate broccoli and cauliflower. And the problem with my
yeah,
husband
I can
is
understand. Yeah,
he cannot stand tomatoes. He, like, cannot stand tomatoes or cooked carrots. He'll eat carrots, but not if they're cooked. So, finding recipes that will fit both of us is really difficult.
I know. Jessica's also saying as well, when you're talking about your video and things, she says a good idea would maybe be to do a little disclaimer at the start.
Yeah. Somebody asked about a juice
Yeah,
detox.
I was just going to touch upon that. Naomi is asking that. Have you tried a juice detox?
No, I haven't. I don't know. I haven't even heard of it. I don't know what that is. So,
It's basically like juicing things, like you're juicing your fruits and your vegetables and things like that, or kind of similar to that, like doing that for a few weeks. I think
huh.
that's basically what she's kind of relating to. Is that what you're talking about, Naomi? I think that's what you're meaning, yeah? Jessica's also saying low saturated fat. There is still fat in vegan, but it is good fat, so you could maybe try some marinated tofu and stuff.
Watch Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead on Netflix or YouTube. Okay.
Yeah, it's bad. It's a good show.
Oh, my husband said he watched it and it's good. So,
Jenny's also saying I was concerned about hormones of meat, but I always believe that people should just do what works for them. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what we're saying. Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
There is
I mean, I'm
Jessica's
not
saying
like
there's a thing called side cycling. It's where different seeds of different times in our cycle. I read about it. I've not heard of that. That'd be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard about that either. Uh, Basically, like I don't know, we're going on a low fat diet for health reasons and all that, but um, yeah, it's not really related to fertility. It's just to get us healthier.
Well,
But
I pray for you every Sunday when I'm at church. That's the first thing I do is I pray that you get your family because I say I think the world of you and I know the pain that you have went through and I've went through the same and I just hope everything works for you and I pray and I hope it will and I hope you get your wish.
yeah, I thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. Uh, but like, how have you been feeling? Because I've been kind of worried about you with you messaging me about your dog, and
Yeah, Chris,
you know,
I've just got to push on. It's been a tough time of year, as you well know, with the anniversaries of my parents and things like that. And
yeah,
I'm just trying to look at the good times. And I've went down to the grave and just spent time with them, speaking away, and just try to remember the good parts rather than focusing on the passing and that. And I've done a lot of healing with the church and things like that. Basically, they're teaching me that they're just basically in the next room, and I know that they are watching over me, and that's what I'm kind of focusing on, that they're still here, and I'll meet them again, and I know they don't want me punishing myself because they're not here, and that's what I'm focusing upon, and looking at the good parts.
Oh, that's really good.
And I know I've got a lot to look forward to. Like I say, we're thinking about adoption or fostering and things, and just see how that goes. I hope it does, not for my sake, but for my wife's sake, because she punishes herself about not having a family and things, and I don't want her like that. I mean,
Yeah, it's hard. And like I told you, tell her if she wants to talk about it. That
I know she worries so much that when she speaks to you that it maybe upsets you and things like that as well. That's what she's kind of worried about.
No,
But it's been lovely speaking to you, Monica. I really, really enjoyed this.
yes,
And I send you all my love.
Oh, thank you. And I'll watch the broadcast. I'm kind
Thanks
of
very much, and tell your partner I send him all my blessings as well.
Okay, thank you very much. And
Speak to you soon.
All right, bye.
Thanks, Monica. Bye.
Bye.
Like I say, Monica's a lovely, lovely person, guys. I thoroughly recommend you go over and check her channel out as well. And like I say, her channel's at Monica Live. Please go over and support her channel. She's a lovely, lovely person. Lovely, lovely channel. But like I say, most importantly, a lovely, lovely person. Hi, Brett Keane. Nice to see you on here as well. I'll try and get Jessica on. Jessica was wanting to guest as well, so I hope you're doing well, Brett. I've been loving your work. Like I say, I can relate to you so much with obviously the Christian background that I have, and I'll be off to church this morning as well, so that'll be another one of my things on the list of my usual Sunday. Thanks very much, Jessica, for sending all my love and to Laura. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, Brett, that's basically it. We've just got to all try and get by as best as we can. Try and guest Jessica again. It's just inviting guest.
I had to swap over to my phone because I was on.
Oh,
my computer, so.
Nice to see you again.
You too. You too.
So how did things go at the vegan day?
Yeah, it was good. We got there at 10, which is when it started. So it was good at the start. We went to put some things in the car around 12 o'clock, and we came back in, and it was just packed, so we didn't stay much longer after that. Like we stayed for about another hour just trying to find the places that we wanted to go. And then we left. It was really packed. Like they were selling pies, and this line for the pies was like so long.
Yeah,
and I was like, I really want one.
It's like a sweetie shop, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's like banana sweetie shop.
Oh, there was so much. There was pizza. There was like Indian, like Asian style food, and that cupcake. Oh my God, that cupcake. It was so nice. I mean, I haven't had anything like that since going vegan, and I think it was the best cupcake I've ever had. I was like, if I didn't have diabetes, I would have gone back in and bought like 4 and just eaten like 2 each in the car, but yeah.
Oh, thanks very much for sharing my show, Brett. I really, really appreciate that.
You could use a cupcake, Brett. It was a really good cupcake. I was trying to find Jason Pizzino. I couldn't see him anywhere, but we saw Durian Rider. I got him on my vlog because I swear Michael doesn't even watch YouTube, and he recognised him straight away. He was in that green outfit that he wears cycling. He had these fluoro orange socks on. He had his helmet on in there, and it was like bright orange. And I got my phone out straight away. I was just like filming him. I didn't go say hi. I was too scared. Because he'd probably, I thought, well, he hates fat people. He thinks that we're not real vegans, so I'm not going to like approach him, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, he was there. It was so funny. There was one person talking to him. That was it. And Michael's walking past, and he's like, "He's such a loser. No one wants to talk him. And then afterwards, I didn't see Durian Rider again because someone probably took him out the back and punched the shit out of him.
Oh, I've been getting bad messages recently about being Christian and vegan and things like that. And I just wanted to share this with Genesis 1 in the Bible.
What did he say?
Basically, there's been people sending me messages saying, "Oh, why can't you be vegan and you're a Christian because you're basically condoning meat eating?"
So that's why you've been reading those Bible verses.
Yes, this one in Genesis 1 to start with, it says, "Behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree which with the seed and the fruit. Thou shalt have them for food, and to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the air, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has the breath of life, I have given every green plant for food." And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was everything good. And there was evening, and there was morning, a sixth day. So there's one. Just I could go through 100 bits of the Bible. I know the Bible off by heart and things like that. And I hate when people just kind of conflict with the Bible and veganism and things like that. What's that all about?
Yeah, you can say that about any religion, like, oh, Muslims condone meat eating, or Buddhists condone meat eating, or, you know, the Sikhs or something like that. And it's just like, he obviously doesn't know the Bible. He obviously hasn't read the Bible or any other scripture of any sort. Because it's also in the Quran about animals and, you know, so it's in a lot of religions that the meat is there, but you should be eating the plants first.
Well, there's Brett Keane who's said there about the cupcake. I thoroughly recommend you check out his channel. He does a channel on all Christianity and things like that, and spiritualism and things like that. He's got an amazing channel. I've followed him for a long while. He's a great guy.
I think I subscribed to him. Is that right? I think I just did it. Yeah, I just subscribed to him on YouTube through here. So
yeah, if you're still in the chat, Brett, your social media and things here, people can check you out. Like I say, you've got a great message.
And what's it all about? Like religion and just how it coincides with veganism, or just about religion?
It touches upon all different topics, basically.
Oh, that's cool. I like learning about, like, I mean, I'm Catholic, but I like to learn about other religions. The more you learn, the more you realise how similar we all are.
Exactly.
Like,
we all serve the one God, you know what I mean?
Even, like, the Muslim religion is very similar in, like, the morals that it teaches you. And it's all, you know, it's all the same God. We just see it as a different kind of person, or a different, you know, what they want from us is that little bit different.
I just get somebody spamming my recent video with this Emma Smith. "I can't believe it worked. Natural trick to reverse your diabetes. For decades, medical researchers have been struggling to reverse type 2 diabetes, but last year I found a solution. Patients everywhere are using the pancreas jumpstart to control their blood sugar and reverse their type 2 diabetes." So this is it. I got that one as well. I don't know what that's all about.
I got that on my one where I did the health update, and I thought, I felt like saying, "You stupid bitch," because I was like, here I just told you how you can't reverse diabetes. Once you've got it, you've got it. No. So that right there is bull. Like, I've still got it. Just because I'm in the normal range doesn't mean I can go have a cupcake. Like, you know what I mean? I can't, you know, I have to always watch that. And it's like, I just told everyone what I was doing and how it was working, and she's just trying to sell something. And then to put it on your page, which is absolutely irrelevant to you. I think it's because she's obviously checked up and seen that I've been speaking about my dad obviously having long-term diabetes and him passing with that, and she's obviously put that in there. Yeah, that came in my potentially spam folder. You know how you get that one likely spam or whatever? Right. And so I crossed it. I didn't let it in. Because it's probably just some fad diet that they're trying to sell or something.
Yeah, that's it. Like I say, basically you can do a lot, obviously, to help your diabetes, obviously, through diet and things, but you can't reverse it. I mean, that's just...
No, that's the thing. Like, the damage is done now. Your body can't process sugar the same way. It's not like you can reverse it and all of a sudden your body's like, oh yeah, I'll just naturally start producing more insulin. You know, it doesn't work like that. That's what the pills are for.
No.
And that's, I mean, if you lose weight and you have a healthier lifestyle, it's going to help, but it's not going to reverse it.
I'm trying to remember the pill that my wife's on. She gets it for she had it for like polycystic ovarian syndrome, but they use it for diabetes.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name.
Do that with, well, I have had, they're basically the same, so whatever the chemist has, metformin and diformin.
Metformin, that's it.
Yeah. Because when I went to see, like there's 4 doctors in the place I go to, but one of them, he just kind of gets you in and out. So I decided to go to another one. And I usually go to him, but you've got to wait for like an hour just to get your appointment in because he has people go over. And when he saw that I was on those, he goes, oh, is that, he thought it was for polycystic ovaries or for endometriosis or something like that. And I said, oh no, it's for the diabetes. And that's why he said to me, stay on the medication because it's not just good for diabetes, it's good for other things too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Jonas is saying there, hygienic fasting reverses and builds new stem cells. Any drug or medical doctor will cause self-harm in business. Good or lie word, red flag.
Good or lie. Yeah.
Hygienic fasting,
I
don't really know much about that.
I don't take, like, you know, like I told you when I was having like bladder urgency things, the doctor's like, here, take this pill. Like, I don't take it for something that like if I pee myself, it's not going to kill me. You know what I mean? Whereas I took the diabetes pills because I wanted to save my life, you know. Eventually one day I might not have to be on them. But have you seen
I've not seen that, Jonas. Could you link that below maybe?
Orthopathy.
That would be interesting to see.
Mm. Yeah, I was actually talking to Michael in the car on the way home about natural hygiene. I was talking to him about Jonas, actually.
Thanks very much.
How he's all about. Thank you. I was telling him how he's all about natural hygiene and stuff like that. And Michael's like, what, so you don't use soap? I was like, I guess not. I don't really know much about it. But yeah, I was just telling him about it and yeah. And Nature and the Oracle Delphi? I don't know. Jonas has just got a plethora of knowledge though.
Oh, he's really a knowledgeable guy. He knows a hell of a lot. I say I love his kind of...
Like you ask him something and he's like, I got a book about that. And then he goes and gets the book. It's cool.
It's great to kind of learn these things, you know what I mean? You learn something new every day. And
I know, it's like you think you know you think you know enough and then it's like, oh, I don't know that. So you always can learn.
I always remember my grandfather saying to me, he says, the day you stop learning is the day you die.
Yeah. Microbiome. All these words I don't know. I feel so stupid right now. I feel dumb. Germs just sit dormant and come to life based on the conditions we provide. Are you typing stuff in to look up?
Yeah, I'm trying to look the microbiome and see what it's...
Yeah. It's interesting. It's good because sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I go through my subscriptions on YouTube and it's just always the same kind of thing. Like, oh, how I don't shave my armpits or, you know, how I haven't worn deodorant in 2 years. And it's like, they don't really tell you how to do it. They're just like, it's just like, I want to learn. I don't want to just watch how you don't shave your armpits. I mean, I've watched one, but I don't need to watch more. So this is good because I'll be like, oh, I can look it up.
I've found that there, the Human Microbiome Project, HMP, was a United States National Institute of Health initiative with the goal of identifying and characterising microorganisms which are found in association with both healthy and diseases in humans.
Interesting.
Hi Heather, nice to see you on here as well.
Oh, I didn't see
I actually got a new game yesterday for my PlayStation
virtual reality.
Rush of Blood, it's called. It's basically a horror roller coaster where you go around a kind of circus and ghouls and things jump out at you. So I'm going to show some of that shortly, and it's terrifying to say the least when you play it.
I would have to play in a soundproof room because I would be screaming the whole time.
You get these ghouls jumping out at you, and there's blood all over them, and they've got zombies and things like that. You're basically shooting them and things.
See, those are good games, but I'm like a scaredy cat. Like, I was scared of World of Warcraft. I don't know if you've ever played that.
Yeah.
I used to get scared to go into the caves because, like, some places there's heaps of people, and then you go into the caves, and I'd be like shitting myself playing a game, and I was like, "You can't handle this. Don't play anymore."
He's back.
Budgie. Daddy, I'm still here.
Oh, you're okay, pal. I know you're sore. You'll get better. Don't worry. You need to eat your food though. You can't stay off your food. You need to eat.
I can hear him through the microphone, like.
Yeah, he's hardly eating at all. That's the thing. But like the vet says, as long as he's drinking a lot of water, which is the most important thing.
Yeah. Because he's probably got a bit to, like a bit of like stored fats and whatever for a little bit if he can't eat. He's probably feeling so, like when you're feeling crappy or when you're sick, you don't feel like putting food in your mouth. So
it's basically the infection that's going through his body and things like that. But these antibiotics that he's on for 5 days should hopefully do the trick.
Yeah, I saw those, and you're saying you wrap them in the food.
Wrap them in a bit of cheese or 2 bits of cold meat.
Yeah,
he's not vegan though.
It's not vegan. I actually got because there was a show bag today, and there was 2 vegan dog treats. So I was like, I'll put those aside because my parents don't even have a dog anymore anyway. But there was one that came, and it was oat flour, banana, and wheat flour, and I was like, that's all that was in it. And I was like, so can't I eat that? Like, probably if you really wanted to.
You get free medical care there. Do you get free animal care? No, we don't get animal care. The only way you get animal care is if you've got insurance and things for them. But we did have insurance, but since we moved house from Dalry to Beeve, our plan overlapped, so it stopped. So we basically just pay our vet fees as whatever they need, like their vaccinations and things. But we don't get vaccinations for our dogs and animals now. What they get is a vegan homeopathic tablet that we got when we got our Shih Tzu, basically from her breeder. It's a new type of thing that stops any reactions that they can get through vaccinations from the jags and things. So this is a better way of doing it.
More natural as well and better for the dog. Yeah.
But it was really £60 it cost us last night for his consultation and obviously his medication and things. So yeah, it works out like, one of my friends, she has a dog that he's blind now and he's had all these operations, and she can't like give up, you know what I mean? Like if he needs something, she'll do it. And she has spent like thousands sometimes just on one surgery. And it's like, it's more expensive than if we were to have surgery because it's free. But she's like, I can't just give up and say, I'll let him die. She goes, I have to keep, and he's an old dog, but he's still happy. That's what I said earlier. I would go without food, and I have done before to feed my dog, to get my dog's care and things like that. I'd done that before when Susie had to go get kept in for the blood tests and scans and things because of her epilepsy and that. And they come before anything.
You can live on baked beans for a week if you have to. It's just like if you had a kid and they had to have like their appendix taken out and you had to pay for it. You just find the money for it.
My kids is the same goes, isn't it?
Exactly. That's it. So it's just like, it's like all these parents that their kids have cancer and everything, and they find the money somehow and they deal with it because they probably go without food. It's the same thing.
Well, I see. I was watching Venus Flytraps stream earlier, talking about the ghosts and things like I saying. Another one I was going to tell you about was when I used to stay in the house that I was born in. I kept talking about this old woman in a rocking chair that was in the kitchen and things like that, and her name was Mrs. Brown, I said, and I told my mum and things about her, and they thought it was basically that I was having like an imaginary friend and things.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until that they brought it up at New Year when they were in at the next door neighbours about this old woman, Mrs. Brown, that she used to be in a rocking chair and she would make a lot of bacon and things like that, and like cakes and fruit loaves and things, and she would talk away to him, and they said that they reckoned it was a imaginary friend. And the next door neighbour turned round and they says, I hate to tell you, but 10 years ago, we've stayed here 20 years. Actually, this Mrs. Brown, she actually passed away in there, and she actually died in the kitchen. She did have a rocking chair, and it was amazing.
Oh, wow. So she just sat there chatting to you, like...
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And another one also as well, there used to be this little boy, that his name was Stephen, his name was, and he used to come out the cupboard in the bedroom, and he would say evil things like, you need to kill yourself, and you need to jump out the window, and you need to grab knives and kill your parents. And he had like a big wound down the side of his head, and we got a healer into the house to actually get the spooks out the house, and they looked back all the history, and it turned out this little boy had actually been murdered by this guy that was a butcher, that actually had a butcher's house on the grounds of our house, and he killed himself and killed the whole family and things like that. And this is who this little boy was, and this butcher that I kept seeing in the house and things. It was amazing.
So that's why he kept telling you, because that's kind of what happened to him.
So basically he'd been stuck there because of the bad things that had been done to him.
Yeah. See, it's funny how some are like kind of want bad things, and then some of them just want to sit and chat. And I think it's about the way that they died too. Like Mrs. Brown maybe had a good life and died at an old age, so
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, little boy, I'll chat to him about baking or whatever. But this boy obviously, went too soon and, had a traumatic death. So it's like, then they have that revenge or whatever.
That's it.
That's crazy. Yeah, you'll definitely have to tell some of those stories on your channel, because, it's like Halloween time. Like, there's another one I want to do, because I want to do ones that, like, are local to me, that, like, meant something to me and other people don't know. So that's why I did that Mr. Cruel one, and I'm doing one about a Larundel. It was called Larundel. It was a mental institution. And then...
That's great, yeah.
They say that it's haunted, and now they've actually turned it into a housing estate, and the houses are worth, like, so much. I mean, they're beautiful, but I said to Michael, I wouldn't even take $1 million to live in there.
No.
Yeah. I don't want to live where children were abused just because they had a mental disability and then they've died there and they're haunting the place. No way. But yeah,
Well, I've always had this kind of thing where the ghosts and things seem to attract to me, even in my papa's house, where he did really kind of haunted house and things. Like when his kids were younger, they used to go out the house when he was working, and they would come back at night, and all the furniture would be gathered in a neat pile up in the middle of the floor and things. And you used to see wee girls dancing with their shadows on the wall and things, and evil things like that would happen. Like you would get pinned to the bed and you couldn't breathe and things like that, and it was crazy.
Yeah, some people are more, I guess, like, just naturally they're more open to it, like, they attract it more. Like, I don't feel like I've had any experiences, like, little things where I think maybe, but nothing like you where I can say that was, like, absolutely, with certainty, I saw that person. So I think some people are just more, like, they've just got that inside them, like,
That's it.
Yeah, definitely. It's scary though. See, I don't know. It all depends. Like, I always thought I'd be scared, but then if it's like my grandfather or something, I used to pray when I was younger that my grandfather would be sitting at the end of my bed so we could have a chat. Because I wouldn't have been scared because my grandfather, what's he going to do,
I know, that's it. They never hurt you in life, so they're not hurt you in death, as the saying goes.
Yeah. Is that what the saying goes, is it?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I wish that would have been like... I used to dream... Like, I used to pray that like I'd wake up in the middle of the night and he'd be there and I'd have a conversation and then just go back to sleep. But no.
So Heather says she believes in supernatural things. Yeah, like I say, there is life after death. It's a certainty. I mean, I don't know why people. I know some people are not believing God in things, but they believe in like the spiritual side, that there is a life after it and things.
I know. And a lot of the time they say those spirits hang around because they haven't, either for a reason like they haven't been able to get closure in their life, or like that little boy maybe just wanted someone to know what he went through.
Yeah.
And once that happened, he could go on, and maybe Mrs. Brown just wanted a friend kind of thing. And once people realise, like my auntie passed away, and she was young when she passed away, like 50 or something, and her husband, like my actual uncle, like she married my mum's brother, but he just moved on. Like within a month, he had a girlfriend. She was moving in. And I thought I saw a little girl once in the window, and I was like, nah, couldn't be right. Like, that was all I could remember. I mean, the only thing I can remember is seeing kind of thing. And my mum said that's what my auntie looked like when she was little. And then my mum used to hear, like, her tripping over in the backyard and stuff. So my mum actually did a mass, especially for my auntie. You know how they mention the name of the mass? And, yeah, and after that, we never heard her or thought we saw her again, and so I think she just wanted to be recognised because her husband moved on so quickly. She thought we'd all forgotten about her. Yeah. So.
Well, I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
There's a woman that I'm friendly with. Her name's Patricia. She stays near me. She basically goes into houses to basically get rid of like people that haven't been able to move over and things like that. And she went to this house basically where it was this guy who used to be a scientist when he was living, and basically he had a belief that there was no such thing as God and things like that. And he was tormenting these people that was in the house. Like he kept coming to them, and he would throw like dishes out and knives out their sink at them when they were in the kitchen and things. And she went into the house and she tried to get rid of him, and he was basically he had still had the same beliefs as he did when he was living. Yeah. He says to her, "You're not real." He says, "There's no God. Get out of here. This is my house. What are you doing here?" So basically, she says, the beliefs that you've got in life, if you're stuck in that thing, where you can actually take them to the afterlife, and it can actually stop you moving over.
Yeah. Wow.
So you get kind of like stuck between.
Yeah, and that would be a scary person to live with, like a scary spirit or ghost, like throwing knives at you and things. I'd be running out of the house like in the horror movies. Oh my gosh.
So I hope you're not going out tomorrow at all, by the way.
No, but see, I gave you my mum's address because I'm scared to answer the door. So I rang my mum and I said, if anything comes, give me a call, and she can come and get me, and
just wait and you see it.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because I rang her. I said, I think Tommy's doing what I did to him. So she said they're going to be home. Yeah, because I mean, if they came to deliver anything here, I just sit there and I'm just like, stop knocking, please. Like, I can't answer the door. Even if it's the police, one time the police were knocking because there was a missing person. And I just froze. I just ran to the back of the house and didn't say anything.
I've actually got an email about it, actually.
About what? Oh, the thing. I don't know why it's breaking up. Is it only me? It's not. It's not breaking up for me, but it's probably because. Is there anyone else in here?
It's fine now. It was breaking up a wee bit, but I've just got an email saying it'll be delivered by between 2 till 5 p.m. at the very latest tomorrow.
We'll be there because my parents go out in the morning and they're usually home before lunchtime. So. Yeah, I said to her, I'm like, if there's anything, like, come get me. Come get me. Yeah,
well, there's a good few things coming, actually, so.
Ooh. Yeah, you didn't have to. That's what I was like to Mum. I was like, he's doing something because I sent him the flowers. I was like, I told
No,
him not to do anything.
I was wanting to anyway. Like I said, we'd planned this
Oh,
out
were
to
you?
something in the first place. So
Oh, okay. See, I thought it was for the thing we're going to swap things, and I was like, oh, I can go and do it. And you're like, no, it's something different.
no, we were waiting to the end. What I said, to the end of the month till I get paid, and then obviously next month we'll be sending the boxes when I get paid the next time as well. So that was
Yeah.
that was
That's
the plan.
the thing with sending things. It's like buying the things doesn't bother me because you're buying here and there, but it's like when you send it, you're like, how much is it going to be? Because you don't know. Like sometimes it's $50. I had one that cost me $80 to send to a friend in America. I almost fell over.
Well, I was wondering what I was
Even
thinking
cost
maybe for my box I sent to you that maybe I contact iHerb and I get you a load of things for there and they deliver it for there. That might be a good idea.
Yeah. Because iHerb's like only $5, and half the time I spend over $60, so you get it for free anyway.
And even what you could do is you could go into like Real Foods, which is in the UK. If you look up that, you could order that, and that would stop you having to send like packaging for there.
Yeah. Because did you know with iHerb as well, whatever you buy, you get 10% back. So my last order was $7. So I get $7 back to use next time. So it's
That'd
like,
be great.
it keeps you coming back because you're like, oh, I got $7 off.
That's what we could do. If you look up, I'll send you the link for Real Foods. You could do that, and I could do
I'll have a
iHerb,
look.
and then that will stop us out having to
Yeah.
like send a lot of the packaging price and things.
Because do you buy much food online, like vegan food?
Yeah, I buy from
do, yeah.
Real Foods all the time.
Yeah. See, that iHerb's like mine because
And
I can't
Planet
really buy that
Organic,
much
that's the other
here.
one.
Oh, okay. Did you ever try those big soy steaks?
I've not tried them yet. I'm going to have to try them. I'm not sure how to make them actually.
I don't know either, but I saw them and I was just like, I want to know how to do those because I want to, like, if I found
I need to
those,
see
I
if
reckon that'd
somebody
be
can
nice.
find out how to do it. Somebody told me basically
Yeah.
you just steep them in water or something, but
Yeah, and then marinate them like a steak, I guess.
I've actually got vegan gravy and things, so maybe what I'll maybe do is steep them in water, then do them in the vegan gravy. Maybe that'll.
Yeah, and then it will soak up the gravy. But you could probably even do it with like a bit of water, but like put a bit of oil and spices in the water as well, so it kind of gets that flavour, or soy sauce or whatever you want to do. Yeah.
So it's been great speaking to you. It really, really has.
You too.
We'll chat shortly if you want to chat on the phone that we spoke about.
Yeah, for the accommodation stuff. Yeah, for sure.
I'll do that after I come off.
Yep, sounds good. I'll meet you there.
I'll speak to you soon, Jessica.
All right, bye
Thanks a lot.
everyone. Bye, Tommy.
So guys, thanks very much for this. It's been a lovely, lovely stream again. And I'll sing you out with a wee song by Mariah Carey. It's called Hero. I know Jessica loves this one. There's a hero if you look inside your heart. You don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer if you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away. And then a hero comes along with a strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside and can be strong, and you'll see the truth, that a hero lies in you. So I hope you like that, guys, and sending you all my love as always. And remember, binge on life, purge negativity and starve guilty feelings, and have a lovely, lovely weekend. Love and light to you all.